Hey friends, Daniel here with the Leadpages tech team bringing you today's tech tip. Leadmeter is a real-time conversion assistant built into the Leadpages builder to help you make sure your pages are ready to convert. It analyzes your pages as you go and gives you suggestions for how to implement the best landing page marketing strategies. So during our tech tip here, I wanted to dive a little bit further into the Leadmeter. Now I will note the Leadmeter is only available at this specific time for templates with the sole purpose of capturing leads. This being said, you won't see Leadmeter on sales, consultation, thank you pages, or site templates. Now, where is this Leadmeter that I'm talking about? If we go ahead and take a look at the top of our page here, we see Leadmeter. Now, our Leadpages templates are preset to meet the guidelines of the Leadmeter. So we see that this Leadmeter is showing as excellent. Now, what happens if we make changes to our page? Like say, for example, I want to add in a bunch more text into the headline that we have here. So let me go ahead and do that now. Free stock photo photography bundle that we find super helpful and totally love. Now, as I've changed this and made updates to my headline, we'll notice that my Leadmeter went from excellent to just great. So let's go ahead and click into the Leadmeter to see why. Upon clicking on the Leadmeter, it says readability. Headline is way too long. Powerful headlines are concise and compelling. Aim for less than 70 characters or fewer than 3 lines. So in this case, in order to move the Leadmeter from great to excellent again, let's go ahead and adjust back what we had, clicking out of the Leadmeter. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove all this extra text that I had. Now once we do that, we'll see that the Leadmeter then goes from great to excellent again. Now let's say I'm editing some more and I want to change the color of the button widget that appears on my page. So I'm going to go ahead and click onto my button widget, click the pencil icon, and then the color swatch here. And I'm going to go ahead and just use my brand color. Now as we do this, we'll notice again that my Leadmeter moves from an excellent state to a good state. So let's click into it again to see why. In this case, our button text is too hard to read. We want to use a color that contrasts a little bit more so that it doesn't cause problems for our visitors. Now let's go ahead and click back out of the Leadmeter, and again I'm just going to go ahead and change the button color. I'll put it back to black and we'll see that that Leadmeter moves from good to an excellent state yet again. Now as we're working, if we decide we want to create a thank you page or maybe a sales page using a template that has Leadmeter, we can turn the Leadmeter off. To do so, just go ahead and click into Leadmeter. From the actions menu, the 3 dots here, let's go ahead and say hide Leadmeter on this page. This will hide the Leadmeter from appearing. And again, the Leadmeter is only going to be available on templates focused on capturing leads. So let's say I want to turn the Leadmeter back on. I can certainly do so. And I also want to note as I'm going through and making these changes that the Leadmeter, turning it on and off is unique or specific to the page that you're working in. There's not a universal setting to turn that off in all templates at this present point in time. So now that I've turned it off, how do I turn it back on? To do so, I just find the Leadmeter option here on the far right side of our screen, click into it and say show Leadmeter on this page, and it will reappear for us. I really appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me for this tech tip about the Leadmeter, and don't forget, if you have any questions, our support team is just a click away under the question mark within your Leadpages account.